Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to solve the twisted 3x3. Alright, well let's get started. I'm going to start off by having the yellow side facing up, which means the white will be facing down. And here on the twisted 3x3, we actually have to create all of our sides for the correct colors. By that, what I mean is we're going to need to create blue facing us. Opposite of blue is green. Red, opposite of red is orange. And here on the twisted 3x3, it's not already like that, because when you twist this front face, the center changes with it. So we just have to make sure it's in the right positioning. Here in step 1, we need to solve for the white cross. And to do that, we're going to start off by having the yellow center facing up, which means white is on the bottom. And now we need to find the blue and the white edge piece. So here is white and orange. Looks like it is over here in the top row already. So if it was down below, just go ahead and rotate that up to the top layer so that the white is facing up and the blue is facing us. And we need to actually get it on top of the red and blue centerpiece. So it is right now, but it's just not oriented the correct way. There's also another blue centerpiece, the blue and the orange, but the blue and the orange doesn't go with this centerpiece. The blue and white edge piece always goes with the red and blue. So make sure again that the blue and white edge piece is on top of the blue and red centerpiece when we are solving the white cross. And to get the blue lined up, go ahead and rotate this blue out of the way to the right side, and then rotate this front face so that the color that we're trying to match up, so in this case it's blue, the blue triangle will be facing the top right direction, and then the other adjacent color will be facing the bottom left. So that when you rotate this edge piece in, it'll line up perfectly. And then you can go ahead and just rotate that 180 degrees so that the white is facing bottom. And then that will be the first step in the white cross. Next, we need to find another edge piece. So here we have white and orange. So let's go ahead and get that on the top layer where the white is facing up. So I'm gonna go ahead and just rotate that up to the top layer and then fix our blue and white edge piece. So now we have orange and white in the top layer. So where does the orange go? Does it go on this side or does it go on this side? Well, again, if blue is facing us, so just like this, blue is facing us, orange is on the left side of blue. So let's just go ahead and rotate this orange and white edge piece to this blue and orange centerpiece. So again, the color doesn't line up. So let's just rotate this edge piece out of the way. And then we'll rotate this front face so that the orange, the color that we're trying to match with the edge piece, is facing the top right direction. And then you can rotate that back. So now it lines up perfectly. And then you can rotate that to where the white is facing bottom so that we could fix that part of the cross. All right, so another one here. We have red and white. So just to make sure that we are on the correct side, here's orange. Opposite of orange is red. So it's actually lined up perfectly. And we know that because obviously it's seamless right here, but the color, the red, is facing top right direction, and then this is red as well. So let's just go ahead and rotate that to the bottom layer. All right, so now we have 3 out of 4 pieces of the cross done. And the last one would be green. So the green is already in the top layer. So let's just rotate that to the green side. All right, so now we have orange facing the top right direction. So obviously that's not the color that we're trying to match up. So let's just get the edge piece out of the way so that we can rotate this front face 180 degrees so that the color we need to match, which in this case it's green, facing the top right direction, so that when we rotate this edge piece back over, now it's all lined up. Then we could just go ahead and rotate that back down to the bottom layer, and that will complete the white cross. We have orange, opposite of orange is red, and then we have blue, opposite of blue is green. In step 2, we're going to be putting the edge pieces in their right spot. And here on the twisted 3x3, we have these little sliver of a piece. Those are the edge pieces. Here, for instance, we have a blue one in the top row. So let's just go ahead and rotate that to the blue side, or whatever color you have. All right, and to know that you have it on its correct side, it's going to flush up with the center piece. So if we rotate this right here, the blue is with red, so that we know that this is not the blue side, even though there's blue right here. Remember what we did in the first step? Whatever color we have in the facing top right direction, this triangle, so in this case it's the red, this is going to be the red side. All right, so let's just rotate this one more time. All right, now we have the blue and orange. The blue triangle is facing the top right direction, so that means this is the blue side. And just to confirm that, if we were to rotate this right side towards us, the edge piece does match with the blue centerpiece, so that we know that this is the blue side. All right, so on all of these colors, all these sides for the edge pieces, you're going to want to put the edge piece on the right hand side, just to the right of this yellow centerpiece, so that when you rotate it in, it matches just like that. So every single one of them on the right side, and you can do this exact same move every single time. It's going to be right prime, or right counterclockwise, front, right, and then front prime. So that took out the orange one and put in the blue edge piece, and now we have a perfect curvature from the red side to the blue side. All right, so now that we already have this orange one on top, let's just go ahead and go to the orange side. And just to make sure this is the orange side, rotate that down and it matches the centerpiece, and also the orange is facing the top right hand direction, this orange triangle. All right, so same move. We're going to do right prime, front, right, front prime. All right. Next, we have a red one in the green spot, but let's just go ahead and just skip this one for now, because we have the green one already up here. So we don't need to do an extra move by taking this one out. Let's just put the green one in, and it'll automatically take the red one out. So we put the green in the right spot. So when we rotate down, it's right there. So let's just do that same move again. It's right prime, front, right, and front prime. All right, so now we have red, the last edge piece. So let's go to the red side, which we already are, and just to confirm, and let's go ahead and do that same move again. Right prime, front, right, and front prime. Now we have all the edge pieces in their correct spot, and we also have the white cross. Here in the third step, I'm going to be teaching you how to get the white corner pieces in their correct positioning on the white layer. And I'm going to be doing that by using the same method I used in my other 3x3 videos. So the first thing we have to do is find a corner piece with white in it. So we have white, green, and orange. So let's rotate that to the orange and green side. And we're going to place it right above where it needs to go. So we know that this corner piece needs to go right here. But first, here on the screen are 4 scenarios of how you need the white corner pieces positioned to get it in the right spot. Continue to follow along as I will demonstrate each scenario. When the white is facing to the right, we take these 2 layers, we go counterclockwise 1 time, right prime, up, right, up 2 times, right prime, up, and then right. And then that put that piece right here. So now that we have the green and the orange side completed. So now let's find another piece that has white in it, a white corner piece, and this one has red and green. So let's rotate it to the red and green side, which it already is. So if it was not there, you would just rotate it right above where it's supposed to go. And we know that this piece is supposed to go right here, because the colors match up. So when the white is facing us, we're going to go up prime, right, up prime, right prime, up 2 times, right, up prime, and then right prime. And then that placed that corner piece right here. So now we have the red and green side done. All right, so here is another piece right here. So white is facing to the right again, and it's in its correct positioning. It's above the place where it's supposed to go. And it looks like it's going to take a piece out of the bottom and put it to the top layer, which is perfectly fine. And so again, when the white is facing to the right, you can take these 2 layers right here. We're going to rotate counterclockwise 1 time, right prime, up, right, up 2 times, right prime, up, and then right. And then that took that piece out, and then it fixed the blue and red. So now we just have 1 more left, and we have the white corner piece. The white is facing up, and when the white is facing up, we do this move. Right, up, right prime, up prime, right, up, right prime, up prime, right, up, and then right prime. If you have a white corner piece that's in the bottom row, we need to get that to the top row. And to do that, we'll just do the same move as if the corner piece was up here, facing upwards. And that move is right, up, right prime, up prime, right, up, right prime, up prime, right, up, and right prime. Now here on the Twisted 3x3, we're going to run into some parities. And you won't all the time, but most of the time you will. An OLL parity on the Twisted 3x3 is when you have a yellow edge piece that is flipped on its side rather than the yellow facing upwards. And it requires a special move to fix it. So how do you know if you have a parity or not? Well, here on the screen, I'm showing you 8 of the most common OLL patterns that don't have a parity. If you have any of these patterns, just match it up with your cube and then use the algorithm provided to complete the yellow. If you don't have any of those 8 common patterns that I just showed on the screen, you most likely have a parity where you need to flip one of your edge pieces so that the yellow is facing up. Now here in this first example, I have 3 edge pieces that could be the possibility of a parity. So I'm going to go ahead and just take one of these at random, and I'm going to flip it over. And so how do I do that? So that's a special move I mentioned. And to do this, you need to have the yellow facing to the right of the piece that you want flipped, and then go ahead and just do this move. Right, up, right prime, up prime, right, up, right prime, up. Now you're going to take the cube on its y-axis and go counterclockwise 1 time. So right prime, up prime, right, up, right prime, up prime, and right. So on the screen again, I have those 8 common patterns. So now you could go ahead and look at your cube and match up one of those patterns, and then just follow the algorithm below the photo. And then you could complete the yellow from there, just following those steps. Here's another parity example where the yellow edge piece needs to be flipped up so that the yellow is facing upwards, so that we could create the sign pattern. It looks very close to the sign pattern. This just needs to be flipped. So to do that, again, we're going to do that special move, and where the piece that you want flipped is going to be facing to the right. And then we're going to go ahead and do this move. Right, up, right prime, up prime, right, up, right prime, up. Take the cube, go y-axis, so counterclockwise 1 time. Right prime, up prime, right, up, right prime, up prime, and then right. All right, so now we have the fish. So let's just rotate that to where the fish's tail is in the top right direction and it's swimming in the bottom left. And you want to look to see where your yellow piece is. So you can have a yellow piece facing to the right, or the yellow piece could be facing us with the fish pattern. And then when the yellow is facing to the right, it's called the left soon. We're going to do this move just one time. And if you chose to do the right soon with this positioning, you'll have to do it 2 times. With the left soon, you're going to take the cube again on its y-axis and move it counterclockwise 1 time. So counterclockwise 1 time, left prime, up prime, left, up prime, left prime, up 2 times, and then left. If you didn't end up getting any of the corner pieces to match up with their color, so like this is green and blue, red and orange, blue and green, if none of them match up, it doesn't matter where you position this, the top layer, just go ahead and do this move, and then I'll show you what to do next. So it's going to be right prime, front, right prime, back 2 times, right, front prime, right prime, back 2 times, and then right 2 times to complete that. And now we're going to look for the same color corner pieces to see if anything matched up. And we have 2 oranges right here. Now you'll have those 2 colors that are matching with its color, and then have it facing back, and then just do that same move again. So it's going to be right prime, front, right prime, back 2 times, right, front prime, right prime, back 2 times, and then right 2 times. And then just go ahead and twist it to where all the corners match. All right, and here we are on the last step of the twisted 3x3, and this is where we could run into some more parities. And I'm going to show you a few different variations of those parities here in a moment, but first we're going to go ahead and solve this like it's a traditional 3x3. We're going to take the completed side and we're going to have it facing back, and we're going to look at our center pieces to see which direction they need to go, so whether it's counterclockwise or clockwise. And so in my situation here, we have the green right here, and green is over here. So that would be in a counterclockwise scenario. So for counterclockwise, you need to do this move. Right, up prime, right, up, right, up, right, up prime, right prime, up prime, right 2 times. If you ended up in this scenario where the edge pieces needed to go in a clockwise rotation, then you'll have the completed side facing back, and then do this move. Right 2 times, up, right, up, right prime, up prime, right prime, up prime, right prime, up, and then right prime. If you have this scenario where all the edge pieces just need to be swapped with each other from the opposite direction, just do this move. Middle 2 times, up, middle 2 times, up 2 times, middle 2 times, up, and then middle 2 times. And sometimes when you are solving this twisted 3x3, you're going to get more than one centerpiece that's kind of sticking out like this. But you just solve it the exact same way I'm going to be showing you here. So don't let that freak you out. Just do one at a time. So for right now, we have this centerpiece that's kind of sticking out and twisted. So what we want to do is we want to have this facing upwards, the parity, or like the piece that we want to fix facing upwards, with the white facing us. And then we want to go ahead and just do this move. Take this middle layer, go counterclockwise, up, take the middle layer, go towards us, which is clockwise, and then up prime. You want to do that 5 times. So middle prime, up, middle, up prime, middle prime, up, middle, up prime, middle prime, up, middle, up prime, and then middle prime, up, middle, up prime. In this case, I solved the twisted 3x3. In some other situations, you're going to make it to where this is actually flipped around, and I'm going to go ahead and show you that right now. If you got this parity where the centerpiece is in the right spot, the colors just need to be flipped around, do what we did before and have the parity piece in the center facing up and the white facing towards us, and then do this move. We're going to do it 5 times. Right, up, right prime, up, 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 and then right, up, right prime, up. And there you have it. Congratulations on solving the twisted 3x3. If this video helped you in any way, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel for support. I really appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you next time.